And we are back here once again with another episode, the Cloud9 podcast, season 11, episode 11, as we continue our journey into the 2024 mid-season invitational. And we have had so many best of fives that have happened since the last time that we had an episode of the Cloud9 podcast. And as I always say at the beginning part of these shows now, if you are a returning viewer or new viewer, then please consider subscribing to the channel if you have not already. Make sure to leave a like on this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. If you enjoyed it, comment down below. Turn on the notification bell. That way, you guys can get notified on whenever I upload a brand new video or we go live. And if you guys want to check out the episodes of all my podcasts that I've done, go and watch the episodes of the podcast on the podcasting platforms. All the episodes are in order, and you can enjoy the show if you choose to watch and consume the show that way, if you cannot have watched the show live. And don't worry, if you cannot have caught the show live, people understand there's always the VODs, there's always the replays. It's okay, don't worry. It's not always about catching the show live. You can always watch the VOD. I leave them up. So, yeah, just letting you guys know, I got a lot of things planned. I'm almost done, actually. And when all those things are done, we're going to be a lean, mean content machine. Got a new panel format coming up for the Iron Man podcast. And I have another channel update video coming up very soon, letting you guys know all the updates regarding that. And joining me here in this episode to talk about all the best of fives we've had to witness these past couple of days is Mr. Blanks. What's up, man? How you doing? How's
Doing
Pokemon?
Good. It's going good. I went to a pre-release today. Got absolutely stomped. I got the worst kit. I had to pull nothing. I was like, what? And then the pack I got after nothing. I'm like, okay, I just wasted $20 for nothing. That was a waste. I mean, it was good. No, I mean, it was good because half the time my game just ended quickly and then I would just judge. I would just, make sure everybody else was good. I got the worst kit. I literally got the worst freaking kit. Like, just... I got nothing. Everybody around me was pulling good except for me. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. But then they ended up giving me like an extra promo just for helping out. I mean, that kind of helped out in a sense. And this kid traded me this card that he didn't want. The Greninja EX that I wanted, he was like, oh, I'll trade you this for.
Okay.
I was like, just look at my mind or whatever card you want. I didn't care because and then he ended up pulling this one. He ended up taking out this one card that he actually needed for his Lugia deck. It was a fuck was it? I forgot what it was, but it didn't matter.
Yeah. After we fell asleep, after I passed out, did you end up just keeping the Pokemon on?
This is what happened. I didn't start watching the regional because the regional was on a. They got a countdown for the countdown. It's ridiculous. Yeah. That's me 10 minutes before it even starts on. It's like 15 minutes. I ended up watching. I stood up for Game 3 in the draft to Game 4, and I knew instantly that T1 wasn't winning this. I was like, that. Yeah. We'll get to it. Oh my god.
They played really bad. I was like,
no. It's not even played really bad. BLG 5-headed them. BLG 5-headed them.
Well, I wouldn't even really put it on more like the team. Is Faker just had a really... I've never seen him play that bad in a series, ever, really. He's even played better against Gen G, and that... It hasn't been...
But once I went back and watched the games. Yeah, no, they put him on champion that made no sense to the comp.
Drafting Talia into Corky's just suicide. That's bad. Let's start here because there's a lot of best of fives to go over on Friday. Yeah. We'll go over all of them in order, so they all get their chance to be talked. We'll start Friday. G2 Esports versus T1. This was the match of the week, and this delivered in every way, honestly. And it's one of those series where, like, G2 had a lot of great things that they showed in the series. T1 also played very well toward the back end of it. This is a really hard series to talk about because it would require me actually going mentally insane at the camera like I've already did many times before, but I would like to. So, for the most part, okay, Game 5, it mostly went down to Game 5, the game that everyone wants us to talk about. Okay, so in Game 5, G2 has a commanding lead in the game. They're taking mid. They get a kill. Faker is able to throw his charm out while Spirit rushing over and hit Hansama, and he gets caught out on Jinx. They put Jinx on Hansama because he could be your late game insurance policy. Now, keep in mind, at the last MSI that we've watched last year, what was the champion that this guy was on in a very crucial moment where they needed to advance in a tournament? He's also on Jinx, right? So the problem is like they're putting all their resources into him, and if you're playing Jinx in that kind of game, you cannot get caught. You just can't, right? And he's 3 kills ahead, and then he doesn't even build Phantom Dancer. She quite actually is Phantom Dancer as a champion. He had Runeens, Bloodthirster, Infinity Edge. He does not need Phantom Dancer. That is basically doing nothing for him, actually.
It's making him faster that he does more damage over time. Mm-hmm. The issue, he should have built it earlier. At that point, the LDR would have been good then. The other issue is jungle and support were way behind, and
yeah, the jungle picks were really bad. I just can't understand it. These are like repeated things for them. Last year at MSI, they could potentially almost beat BLG to make it a game 5. I'm not saying they would have won. BLG would have won, but you at least get to a game 5. They put all their eggs in Hansama's basket. He fails them then. Then Yike is given Bel'Veth again in a crucial series that they have to advance in. In the NRG series, they also picked Bel'Veth and lost. For the life of me, I have no clue why they prioritize Bel'Veth in crucial series that they need to advance. If you want to pick Bel'Veth, do that shit in like game 1s where there's potentially throwaway games. Not in crucial moments you need to win. He got absolutely destroyed on Bel'Veth.
But that was because it was Bel'Veth. That was because
she's a champion where if she's put down early on, she's kind of useless, actually. Like, she's a super hard last champion.
That wasn't the reason. No, because of T1's jungler was, how you put it, Yike wasn't farming the way he should have in the jungle. That was the reason why. The Bel'Veth pick made sense. It was, the issue is, like, I agree with you. It should have been like game 4 when you're up 2-1. You should have probably win Bel'Veth.
Yeah, he played very well on Lilia. Played very well on Rek'Sai. Rek'Sai, he had a legendary game against T1.
Rek'Sai was banned, I believe.
Yeah, they banned him every... Yeah, he has to have Rek'Sai banned. He's just honestly too good at that champion.
Yeah.
They banned it. And this thing is, T1, they had Owner play Lee Sin. Like, if you want to pick Bel'Veth in that situation, because I want to go over the draft just really quickly in game 5. I don't know if they banned Viego. Honestly, if you want to have a damaged champion where if you do fall behind on early, you can get back ahead if you get a nice team fight flank, I would just go Viego. But I want to make sure let's see the draft in this game.
Well, the one thing about Viego, he's too predictable. He's getting countered a lot easier now with how the junglers are building, their jungler against Viego, from what I've seen. Like,
let me go 1 second here, everyone. Okay, I'm just going to try to see the draft phase. That's all I need to see really quickly. All right, show me the Wang Ching Chongs. All right, so yeah, this is I just don't know why. Yeah, Rek'Sai's banned. No, and then you throw 2. Let's say Lucian and Draven's Hansama's best champions. Caps probably shouldn't have Orianna after the game you saw last night against PSG. That's probably should never happen again. Nautilus makes sense. Okay. And then right here, there's only 2 jungle bans here, right? You only have Vi and Jarvan gone because they have to take those away from Owner. I don't know why we go Bel'Veth here. You have Xin Zhao open. Okay. There's Viego open.
Go back about 10 seconds if you're able to, because we actually got to see the actual pick on how they were doing jungle, who got picked when, because that would dictate.
Well, he got picked on 4th, so they saved this for a counter pick. So they went Zach, Jinx, Dalia. So they saved their counter picks for Yike and Mickey X.
Okay. And then they went Lee Sin 2nd. That means for T1. Oh.
So that means T1 value. Well, because in this comment makes sense. You want to value early game when you have like Kalista and Varus. That's great.
And then he went Varus support. Okay, that was
Kalista support.
Kalista support. Okay.
Yeah, Carrier's like, I'll be the ADC with you. Okay.
Shit. I'm not gonna lie. It didn't matter what jungler. It didn't matter who the guy's jungler. I'm gonna tell you which jungler.
T1's comp is just strong. T1's comp is just better. Like Bel'Veth's gonna get extremely kited out.
I'm gonna tell you which jungler they should have. And they probably were considering it because of Zach. Because they already had 2 tanks. They should have just went third. They should have went like that. Belvis pick should have been like a Sejuani or a Maokai.
Oh, that would have worked. Yeah, I didn't think that works fine too. Sejuani
But
works because
you know,
if Sejuani ults Faker in that moment where he threw that charm and he caught Hansama, they can lock him down. Hansama doesn't die, and plus Sejuani has better peel. Yeah. You're right. I didn't think of that. But yeah, they just dropped the ball. Back,
Belvis pick wasn't the issue like them picking Belvis. The issue, and I think Belvis was the issue, but
because she gets massively kited out by all of these guys.
Yes, Lee
Sin's also stronger early too. That's
the
thing.
I think, and the reason why I want to put this on G2 coach, and I think they went they should have went a 3-2 tank to ADC build, and they should have made the jungler also a tank because they were so like stuck on let's have Zach tank and Poppy tank. All right, cool, that makes sense. I would have made Yank a tank too. I would have made him Sejuani or Maokai.
Yeah. If you want to give him more damage, he could be on Jin Zhao. He showed he could play Lilia. They had the balls to pick Lilia. Lilia's pretty strong, actually.
They needed someone with CC. Yeah, I think that's what they were missing.
Like you said, Sejuani and Maokai, Gragas would have been perfect in this comp.
Gragas would have almost auto-won them that game.
Like if Faker can't challenge Gragas like that, Gragas will literally just throw his cast and knock her back in.
Exactly. That's what they should.
That's what I'm saying. It's not the build best pick that doesn't make sense in the context of like what they're trying to do. That pick doesn't make sense given how many other better junglers are open. They have way better junglers. Maokai, Sejuani, you said. Gragas is open. Viego's open. Jin Zhao's open. There's so many better picks. Kindred's open. Hecarim would have been better. Everything's better than this.
I'm not putting Yak back on Kindred. I don't know about that. Hecarim, maybe. I'm not putting Yak back on Kindred. That's...
So the part of the game that gets... What? Sorry.
I'm not saying he's bad on that. Not into that comp.
Maybe not in game 5.
I would have felt him more comfortable on a tank or a tank 80 or a tank like Sejuani.
Yeah,
would have been my pick because it's tank.
Yeah, Sejuani
tank and CC. Yeah, I can't touch him and put him on someone with CC like Kindred. That's a no for me. Belvis didn't either. Belvis.
No, I'm saying during the game, they were pressuring, they were winning it. I want to explain something to people here and how the concept of this series plays out differently than the PSG one. In the PSG series, PSG never did what G2 is doing right now, actually pressuring them and having winnable game states. PSG never had that. So when PSG faced G2, you're thinking, wait a minute, they're going to lose, obviously, right? Because if G2 is pushing T1 like this, then that means that PSG never had a game where it looked like this, ever. Unless it was BLG completely throwing. You casters last night going like, oh yeah, PSG pushed BLG to 5 games while completely ignoring the fact that PSG never had a winning stance against them, ever, unless they allowed it. Remember, BLG allowed them to have that. I allowed you to have that because I'm just dumbing myself down. It's like if I was fucking Super Saiyan and I was like, this guy's Kaioken. I'll go back to a Kaioken level for you just to help you out, you know?
Yeah.
I have no clue why the casters were sitting there going like acting like PSG like we're manhandling them in those games. It's beyond lies. I'm sorry, I like those guys, but that is such a those are just absolute lies, actually. So I'm pretty sure it was it wasn't this moment. It wasn't this moment. It was the moment where they get into the mid game. Right here.
Yep.
A little bit further. So yeah, they get into a mid-game, they land all their CC, owner's dead, okay, BB's TPing, you're probably, oh shit, they're about to win. They get Carrier flashes, Zeus pulls Broken Blade back, he has to waste his all. Faker does his clutch play. This saved them the entire game. In my opinion, I think G2 overextended. They should have just took the one pick, potentially reset the map. That right there saved the entire game for T1. I forgot what he did live. So, he spirit rushes over. I don't think he has vision right. No, I'm pretty sure he does. And then he landed his charm on Hansama, then flashed over. Then he spirit rushed and charm flash and spirit rushed back over. He didn't waste his flash. He didn't waste his flash doing it. Oh, and then Caps. And then obviously right there. Thank God we have our Belveth who's getting kited out and doing absolutely nothing. Thank God for Belveth. congrats on picking Belveth in another series that G2 needs to move on. Don't know why that it exists, but whatever. So Faker makes the hero play, saves the entire game, and basically from here on out, I mean, I remember watching the rest of it was actually just a really close game. T1's comp just pulls in better. All these guys get kited out. Literally, Ari going in and charming one of these guys is the death of them. Then you have Callista, shreds through the tanks. Varus, shreds through the tanks. Then you also have Cassante, which I don't know why teams constantly let Cassante go through. But then there was a part of the map where T1 got Baron, but G2 tried to kill them all, and then Gumayusi dies, but we're keeping behind. Faker's still having his Baron buff on him as well. And then later on, Faker just he played so well this game. I had to give him credit. He played just so well this game. Caps played well too. Caps has been having such a great tournament so far. It's really awesome to see. Even in fights like that, like they can't do anything here, guys. Nothing can work. Like look at how hard he gets kited out by all three of those champions. He can't do anything. It's such a draft gap in this game. They had one chance to break him in the game, but Faker made the clutch play and just won it for his team. That's just how it is. Yeah. Hey, so yeah, that's G2 versus T1. So yeah, my big takeaways from that series is, you know, G2 does a lot to cover up, you know, Hansama's weaknesses. Actually, it's probably the player they're going to end up replacing later on this year when the year is over. I would think they would, because he's been in so many clutch situations for them where he just hasn't pulled through. And how many more times are they going to allow this? You know, it's like.
But I'm gonna tell you this: they're gonna replace him. It's gonna be the same thing that's gonna be happening. G2 is good until they're not, and this is slightly bigger than just Hansama.
I mean, the thing is, yiping on Belveth makes him look bad too when he had a great series on other junglers. You know,
depending on how much time we got left, there's something I want to talk about with certain teams, and we'll just discuss that later. Because
all right, the next match. Fnatic versus Team Liquid. I'll be honest with you guys. The only game I didn't see this was game one. I saw the rest of the series though. And
I saw all three games, and I was like, "Yeah, this gonna be a 3-0." Or I thought this was gonna be a 3-0. It was a 3-1.
Yeah.
No, sorry.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It was a 3-1. Yeah, you're right.
It was a 3-1. I don't know. I saw this. Yeah, it was a 3-1, and
sure felt like a 3-0. Honestly,
no, it felt like a 3-0, and I was like, "Oh, okay, yeah." No, that game 4 though. Oh my god. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
And then
God. Yeah. I forgot.
Then you got Humanoid in the.
Yeah.
And then you got Humanoid was a post game conference telling somebody please shut him up. I was like, yeah, because you couldn't shut him up for the life of it.
Oh Lord. Team Liquid versus Fnatic. Now, keep in mind this, people. This is the losers bracket, and besides the losers bracket. So with this, they are officially out. That means whoever wins this moves on. Loser is OUT like FlyQuest. Good Lord, the fact that FlyQuest played that bad blows my mind. So the reason why people thought Fnatic could win the series is because Fnatic actually looked in the game that they won, they looked decently competitive against Top Esports, whereas Team Liquid looked like utter shit against Top Esports, actually. And Fnatic honestly looked like the stronger team. For going about just before they played the match, they looked like the stronger team despite the issues with Noah. Noah was really their only real, just clear-cut weakness. Like Humanoid had been playing well up until that point. Yeah. Razork had been playing well. Oscarinen was the usual taco, like he usually is. And you have just, Jun was stepping up finally, kind of showing why Fnatic picked him over Trimby. But I'll be honest here, I don't really see the actual super upside to it, honestly. But whatever, I guess, right? So then it came to a point in the series where, APAs are talking the most mad shit to these guys. And you can just tell it's getting to them so hard. Yeah. So, Fnatic is out, as we know now. Do you think Fnatic played well in the series at all? Because I think they just look like shit.
Oh, no, they absolutely stunk. They laid a big fucking egg. And we're going to look back, and there's going to be some stuff that's going to come out about somebody not feeling well. Like what EPA was kind of hinting at. I'm like, yeah, that might be true. I don't think it is. But
I mean, it could be. Well, do you think maybe it's sickness or like feeling well? Is like they had a big argument or something? Maybe they lost a lot of scrims that day before. You know.
I want to say the latter, where some scrims,
Yeah.
but I mean, you can't eat something where China gets sick. That's that happens. I don't know what happened with this series. This
Well, I do want to say Noah looked like absolute shit the
absolute
entire
dog shit.
series.
Like he was not worth the money that they're like.
Whatever they are paying him, he's not worth it. And I know people on certain EU teams don't make a lot of money, but whatever money they are paying him, nah, that you might want to go look elsewhere. Because the fact that this was criminal. God. So this is the highlight of the series. Basically, they let APA have Aurelion Sol. Top Esports literally showed the entire world in 4K 1080p how to beat this team. Put them in the fucking dirt. Put your full cock out on them. Fnatic are like, yeah, we saw what you just did. We're just not going to do any of that.
But don't forget, Top Esports banned his champion. They banned his top 3 champions, beat the fuck out of them, and then let APA have Aurelion Sol and beat the fuck out of them.
Yeah.
See, Top Esports, they showed you need to ban 3 champions if you really want to make it 4v5, or if you have a middle laner that is like pissed off and that could beat Aurelion Sol, you go Aurelion Sol into it.
Yeah.
Like
that's the thing is, remember, in this game, Humanoid ended up getting solo killed. Actually, in this game from Aurelion Sol, he ended up like 0-6 by the end of the game. Razork ended up having a terrible game on Wukong.
Yeah.
Noah doesn't count. He's a fat fuck. He's hungry, trying to go home and eat KFC. Jun can't even really be that effective on Rumble. Honestly, he can't even really play Callista good. Like, my issue with Fnatic is I've had these issues the whole time since winter with the roster is they're never on the same page when it comes to like very crucial games. It really just feel like the disconnect between Razork and Humanoid is still there. The bot lane, mostly Noah than Jun. Jun's been fine the tournament mostly. Noah has just been dropping the ball so hard. It's not even funny, actually. Like, look right there. This is so bad. Why did he even do this? This is just griefing. People are like, but he saw Varus alone. He has no idea where they are. They're in fog of war. Like, people factor in. A lot of the team basically just lives and dies by Razork. If he is not having a good game, the whole team just looks like shit, honestly. So they're basically just kind of like a one-team player, honestly, you know? And now, after Fnatic lost to Team Liquid, it's mostly just confirmed now that Europe is literally just a one-team region. I'm sorry. There's just like no other way to define it. Is NA better than EU right now currently? Really just depends on how you look at it. I mean,
it literally it's a coin toss. Summer G2 through. This year, Fnatic and FlyQuest through. FlyQuest just they went Superman.
FlyQuest didn't throw. They boarded a plane and did the skyscraper thing.
Yeah, no, yeah, it was a nice sunny day, 8:46 a.m. in New York City. That's what happened. If you know that reference, yeah. Yep, and FlyQuest, they flew right back home.
Fuck, their name is FlyQuest. They had a quest. Oh yeah, God,
they had a quest, Lord. And they did succeed, and they flew back home.
God, like look at fights like this. Even during fights like this, where Team Liquid are so out of position and they get killed, it still couldn't do anything in the series. Even when Team Liquid are just basically just running it. And the thing is, I don't know why some Western teams have been so apprehensive to picking Cassante, honestly. Unless you're like Ozzy, and even if you have Cassante, he's just utterly giga worthless, honestly. So, yeah, Fnatic is out. Their spring season is over, so to speak. I honestly don't know what they should do, honestly. I mean, yeah, the easy... Because some people said, well, if G2 and Fnatic had different ADCs, they'd do better, honestly. Yes, that's like the easiest immediate upgrades to the team. But I don't know what to do with Fnatic, honestly. Fnatic have been just... I mean, they're the only other team I wanted to add MSI because they're the only team that looked like they showed any level of competitiveness, relatively speaking. Because someone said BDS, but like BDS players aren't even in top 4 position even when they're playing good.
Competency. We saw BDS last year
We saw them this year. That at MSI, guys, they wouldn't have even taken a game off Top Esports. Okay, BDS suck bad. BDS is trash.
I don't think BDS would have taken a tower off of Top Esports. What the fuck you talking about?
Game.
Shit.
You guys are so cute. Oh Lord.
Like,
and then fucking yeah, there was a game. Remember in game 4 they had Cassante, Viego, Oriana, Varus, and Ashe.
yeah.
What wasn't it like APA did like 8,000 damage and fucking Noah did like 100 or some shit? Noah was awful, man. He was Lucian. Yon was 5-0 on Lucian. He had Rapid Fire Cannon, Lord Dominic, Static Shift. Someone take notes. Varus. Noah on Varus just had Rage Blade and Bork.
Yep.
Bro, just got absolutely just giga clapped, honestly. So, yeah, man. Anything you want to say about Fnatic, actually?
I wasn't surprised this happened. I'm sad that it happened, but I wasn't surprised. I've been saying Fnatic wasn't good, but they are by default the second best team in the LEC. That's the sad part about it. It's like,
yeah. And how bad is the LEC if like that's the second best team for Noah? Noah wasn't ever close to winning a title. That's being too generous.
So it's like, what if Mad Lions didn't break up the team last year and kept the same team? They would have got back and probably got clapped 16-47 again. Like we don't know. Like and Mad Lions was the 1 seed. It was getting beat by the 2 seed. But it's like people say, and people say, how does the 2 seed from LCK beat the 1 seed from LEC? It was like,
well, as we know now, the seeds aren't equal. You know,
the seeds don't like. You gotta realize that the second seed from LCK doesn't mean anything. Like the second seed from LPL would like the second seed from LPL doesn't mean anything. Like,
yeah. That's the problem. It's like a second seed from the LCK might as well just be like almost even considered like a tournament favorite in most cases, honestly. Among every case, we're being honest here. Like even if it wasn't T1. People don't know second seeds from some of these major regions might as well be considered tournament favorites, honestly. Yeah. You know? It's really just ridiculous about how bad Fnatic has showed. Like, Humanoid had a really off series, actually. And then, you know, his post-game interview doesn't inspire any confidence at all when you're talking to him. I know Shocked to talk to him, and he just looked like he was so done with this team, honestly. If people see, if you guys hear, like, roster moves in the offseason, I'm not surprised. There's no way...
Bring up that interview real quick. Let's go watch that post game interview real quick, like the clip of it. There's like a minute clip where it's
okay. Give me 1 sec.
That motherfucker looked depressed.
Like he had mentioned the fact that they were all choking, but I don't know if choking Noah. No, he's just not good, dude. I was like, Humanoid, bro, I like you, but Noah's not choking. Noah's just bad.
No, maybe Noah is choking because we don't know what happens in scrims. Like, we don't know if Noah's really good and the nerves get to him. Like,
no, because I think the reason why he's not good is because he only ever showed like 2 good weeks of games ever, which was last year. He's never really showed that level ever again. And, you know, I think it's one of those levels that players show and you're like, oh, it's one of those, what's the saying? Flash in the pan, so to speak. Yeah. Like, Oscar Renan ever really considered like a top, top laner? No,
he's more like a top LCK. LEC top laner.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is like I know on Power Spike, Dom and Monty and Digon were like, well, they're frauds. I mean, Fnatic, I never really considered them being frauds. I just thought they were just not good. They can't be really frauds because did people really have expectations for them? I'm being honest. Like, did anybody really have them doing anything at this tournament? The only goal they had was just making it into the main stage, right? That's the only goal they had. Just, get out of play-ins, and that's it. That was literally all it really was, actually, But yeah, man, do you think Fnatic are going to make roster changes, actually? Because I just be honest with you, there's absolutely no way you can just roster them together. If they can just roster together, they deserve to lose every single fucking game after that.
Who do you replace? With who?
What do you mean? Actually, it doesn't even matter at this point. They're not winning anything.
That's what I'm saying. It's like,
you can't just keep a worse player and just still do bad,
But then you get someone new and they do worse. or they have this. That's the worst. You know the worst thing is.
But yeah, well, no, I understand what you're saying, but the thing is, like, you could flip it and potentially get the same thing, but then why keep Noah then? Because we've seen this guy's ceiling. He's been what 2022 LEC Summer, Worlds 2022, the Winter's Spring Split, and MSI. How many is that?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 5 events. It's like 5 long, spurts of this guy. I just. You're right. Well, you are right. It's like, what would you replace him with? I don't really know.
That's the question. Who you replace him with?
Probably. I'd probably just get Exakick then. For just gonna.
Yeah, I might as well just keep Noah then.
I wouldn't. He has no upside to him. Noah has literally no upside to him.
Exakick, who hasn't shown an upside either. Now you're paying Noah and you're paying Exakick because unless you let Noah go to another team, because most of the time, what are you gonna do? Put Noah as a
well, you would have to put him on the bench, and you would have to
and it's still paying him.
Yeah,
I'm not. Fuck that. I'm might as well bring your fat ass out there, let you play, and run it down. That when you leave, I don't gotta pay you anymore. It's like
I would just do what maybe SK Gaming did when it found just another Korean ADC that you could pay cheap that has bigger upsides, because you can't just subject yourself to him playing this bad because you're never gonna win.
That's the issue.
And then when he's staying there playing bad, everyone else gets tilted because they could put out their best. Even Australian could put out his best performance, but if you're playing with Noah, you're just going to lose, and that's just sad. It really just depends on what they want to do. I would just say for the health of the team, so they don't mentally break down, get rid of him.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why I would stay with him. I've had teams swap a player mid-season, and they did the exact same thing. The guy was no better, no worse. And that's the worst thing that can happen. You get worse, maybe he wasn't the problem. Maybe he wasn't the complete problem. Sometimes it might be, okay, you take a tumor out, but then you still have remnants of the tumor. What if you take the tumor out and the tumor goes right back? Or in this case, you take out the ADC, you bring in a new ADC, and you realize, oh, no, okay, now we need to take out this guy as well. It's like, take out
I'll ask you this. How could it be any worse than what's going on right now? Because it can't get any. How could
it can't get any worse?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
And I would just say fuck it. But that's just me. I would just say fuck it. It can't get any worse. Right?
I'm gonna tell you this. If they get a new ADC and it gets worse, just tank. Just tank. Blow. No. Because then now you're paying 2 contracts. I'm the kind of guy I'd rather, depending on when his contract is, if his contract ends after the summer split,
it would be up to this year. So you're right. They might as well just play him the one more split.
Play him out because at this point, I'm not gonna lie, you're not gonna do anything in the LEC. The LEC has shown this is G2. This is G2 or bust. Like, except for the one split last year in spring. Like, G2 just didn't give a fuck, and then they actually did better than Mad Lions and MSI.
They actually, won games against the Asian teams. Mad Lions lost really fast against the Asian teams.
Not even that. They at least got to see the Baron. Fucking how the fuck you get beat once where they barely one game T1 got the Baron and just pushed. The second one they didn't even need. They got the Herald and push. That means they got repetitively faster each game. I would.
Because that's the thing is, if you keep him and he plays this bad consistently, that will inherently make not just the team worse by gameplay wise. Everyone else just gets worse by having him there. Yeah. They can't do anything. Like, they can't do anything
that's
with
the team. But then
you can't even cover his weaknesses because they tried doing that, and he's just so hungry.
That's why my main thing is. Is he the only problem? If he's not the only problem.
No. Razor humanoid synergy is a problem. I agree with that.
That's why I'm looking at everything. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, because maybe humanoid's been on the roster for like 3 years and he's not really giving them much.
Noah's the most expendable. That's
right. Yeah.
It's like, okay, if we get rid of him, do we try to trade him or not trade him? But we need to get out of from this contract. If his contract ends after this split, okay.
Yeah, he only had a contract for 2 years. Well, the year and a half. So his contract would be up at the end of Worlds if they really wanted to get him out of that clause
Oh
where
no,
how like
he's done.
if a player stays longer, you have to pay them that. You get into that bonus category of a contract where you
Yeah,
get the So they could easily get rid of him after Worlds, but that means you're sacrificing Worlds and potentially like, well, it's not winning Worlds or doing
that's
well
what I'm
at Worlds.
saying. It's like
You, I don't know, man. Yeah, you're in a weird predicament right now. You could get rid of him, take the chance of getting another guy. Because the thing, if you get another guy, that guy has to gel with the team. That guy also has to honestly, prove
yeah,
himself too. He's not proving himself. He just sucks, and he's
yeah.
inting the team, and it's making them mentally collapse. So, yeah, I don't know. We're in a pretty fucked situation here, honestly.
And the sad thing, if it's melting the team, mentally, I might consider just getting rid of all of them. You have because that shows how weak mentally you are. That's the fuck.
Yeah.
You're let one player like now you gotta start thinking about okay, we getting rid of Noah first. Do we just get rid of the whole team? Just get 5 new players? Because it don't seem like none of this synergize with each other. You're like,
yeah, and they've had these issues the entire year.
This is what if
you forget they had these issues with Trimby when Trimby was on the roster too. None of them synergizing well. Trimby just knew how to cover all their problems up.
This is what I would do. I would sit Noah. Get someone not Korean. Get someone that's keeping Europe. Get somebody that's not shit, but that's going to help keep the boat afloat.
Rock the boat. Gotta rock the boat.
Not rock the boat, but keep it afloat.
Yeah. No more rocking this boat for these people. This boat needs to be stable.
This is what I need to say from Fnatic.
Mm-hmm.
If there's any other issues, they need to be fixed immediately. If there's any other issue that comes to hold with Fnatic, no one needs to be off the team, and everybody else like they need to address it immediately.
I know I never usually like to always go coaching staff, but this coaching staff has really I can't really blame them. What can you do with these guys? They don't work. There's only so much a coach can do to help out, but maybe it's just the players you're putting together.
But my thing is, if there's one player, who do you keep? Because that's the same thing I was going to do about G2 and T1 in a bit, and after we're done talking about it.
Yeah. I mean,
who do you keep on Fnatic?
I guess the only person that you would hope to keep is the only person you would probably hope to keep is just Razork. I mean, he's been the guy that's been the most consistent person on the team, even when things have been going bad.
Not Jun.
No. I mean, he's probably not getting kicked anytime soon because they just got him, and then they looks at from their content, they really believe in him. So I think he's the only. They would be the only two I think we get kept because I think it's Oscar Renan. I don't know why they would really be keeping him either. He doesn't have any upsides to him at all. Honestly, there's no you swap that guy out with like a Relevant or anybody else like Photon, and you'll see an improvement there.
Okay.
Like even if Broken Blade ever came to Fnatic next year, could you see this thing is what for what Oscar Renan provides the team, it's not anything super special to the point where it's he's not replaceable himself. He's not doing anything. Before, he's not the reason why they win, but as we've seen at international events, if your top laner is what he's like, you're just at a massive disadvantage, honestly. Yeah. He's not providing anything. He's just sitting there, just coasting, And a lot of people talked about Humanoid. Humanoid has had some good games internationally here and there, but, he looked really good on LeBlanc, but then when he was on any other pick, he just looked so out of sorts, honestly. But these are constant issues we've had with this team ever since they were 4/5. Remember in 2022?
Yeah.
Sorry, 2023 LEC summer, actually. These issues are so apparent. They persistently are there. Like I said before, if we weren't at the end, close to the end of the year going into Worlds or whatever tournament Riot might put in there somewhere, I just get rid of keep Razork. 4/5 of the team need to be gone. I just don't know what else you can do. you're at this point where no coaching can fix it, no drafting can fix it, synergy is not there. Like, how many more times we got to run this back to know this? Like, this is not rocket science. You know, how many more times we got to see like, hey, maybe this just doesn't work. You know, they gave it more than enough time, especially with all these guys. You know, but that's just me. All right, what's the next series? Genji versus Top Esports. That's the next one. So it's Genji have had some really odd mistakes here at the tournament. Yep. Just saying. There's been some really odd mistakes from them. Now, in the Top Esports series, I was watching this live, and I was like, okay, they went 2-0, going to bed. Woke up, I was like, 5 games.
Yeah, I woke up.
What the fuck that happened? I was watching live. It was like 2-0. All right, okay, this is cool.
It's crazy. You went to sleep after 2-0. I woke up. It was 2-2. I was like, I woke up after game 4. I was like, because I fell asleep before the game started. I fell asleep like right before the game started. Woke up.
Good God.
It was 2-2.
Pace proved at the event you can play Aphelios and it can work. So Genji win the first 2 games. Top Esports win the next 2. Now, I gotta mention here, Top Esports won those 2 games they had pretty convincingly.
Yep.
Like those were pretty big stomps there, honestly. You know?
Yep.
But no, this is not a bad team. Like, they might be the weakest Asian team, but they're not a bad team. That's a really strong team. Then, game 1 and game 5, Cream thinks to himself, he can just play Akali. He is known for Akali. But, it's one of those picks where, like, if this was any other player picking their comfort pick, they'd win. When he picks his comfort picks, it looks like he just runs it down, honestly. I don't know if that's nerves. I don't know if that's, like, team not helping him getting through a certain portion of the game, honestly. But Canyon pulls out Nidalee. Now, keep in mind, Canyon pulled out Nidalee a long time ago against Genji when it was on Damwon. He actually lost those best of 5s, actually. Canyon got put down in game 5. He was like, what's crazy about that TES game is like they put Canyon down. They like Nidalee's a glass cannon champion. She like has to get ahead early, or otherwise, for the most part, it's really hard for her to play the game. Top Esports put him down, but Canyon, that's how you can tell you're working with a really good jungler there. Sometimes even when you're playing a champion that has to get ahead early, but you fall behind, you have to make creative ways for him to get back into the game. They did make creative ways for him to get back into the game. They started diving bot more consistently, and when they started like crawling back the deficit that they were in like a huge deficit, but it was mostly just Canyon. When they got Canyon ahead, they just like ripped them apart, honestly. He pulled out Nidalee. He pulled out Kha'Zix, actually. This guy don't give a fuck. He's Nidalee. Huh? What? Fuck. Okay. Here's a coach. Nidalee. I don't think we actually prepped for this, but sure. Honestly. Cream. Oh my God. Like, I get it. He's good on Akali. But he might have cost Top Esports their entire MSI playing that. They gave up 2 games because he played that, right? He played really bad on Akali. Like, actually terrible on it. And I'll say, for the most part, Genji have had some really off mistakes. They play against BLG. BLG are probably going to end up punishing them a lot for that. And this is also going to be a rematch for Elasher, but what's that later? So yeah, this was another great series, actually. It was great to see Top Esports finally coming alive and playing as good as people thought they did. I'll say JackeyLove arguably JackeyLove looks like the best ADC in the world, given how strong he's actually played. Can he win him aside being the best ADC in the world? Probably not.
Nah.
But
not on that team.
I'll give him his props. He has played really, 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 really well, honestly. You can't.
If he swapped JackeyLove and Paid, he win them aside, never close.
Yeah, imagine if JackeyLove is on Genji. Oh my God. That's a scary team right there. But overall, Genji have showed quite a bit of mistakes there. I don't know if they're favoring this more like scrappy play style, because they had a very scrappy play style in LCK too, when they still won a lot of the games. I don't understand the rise top in 2024.
Dude,
don't
ask me. I don't know what though. I don't like playing Rise.
I like playing Rise, but Rise top, you tripping.
Every time I play him, he always gets counter picked. I'm like, oh fuck. Okay, this is why I don't play mid. This is why I do not play mid. I stay away from
top. He put a top where it's arguably a little bit better top, but it's like, oh God, man. Because the thing is, people keep letting Chovy have Corki. I think Corki's another pick Chovy's just really good at, and they just keep giving it over. I don't know how much a team can have a player play like their best picks, win on it, for the other enemy team to go, I'm banning this. How many times does that how many games have to be given over for free for that to keep happening? Free games here, people. Free ass games you're giving over here.
I love free games. Free games is fun. I love free games.
Yeah, so Genji, B-Top Esports, another banger, certified banger right there. G2 versus T1, banger. Genji versus Top Esports, banger actually. Then what's the next one? The next one is PSG versus G2, I think.
Yeah, that was an absolute stomp. And this is where I want to do part of my rant about how the fuck FlyQuest lose to this shit.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We were watching this series live, and I liked it. It was really, really fun watching it live, watching everything go down with the series live. Obviously, people know I love G2, and just seeing them clap them like that was like, well, people are just praising G2. Someone said on Reddit that people are just praising G2 because they beat a minor region. No, this was the expected result. There's no, I mean, yeah, you praise them for how well they played. Obviously, it's not that. It's like, why were people surprised that G2 won? Do people actually think PSG stood any shot at beating BLG? That's how you can tell people are fucking bronze. I actually don't know what the hell they're looking at in games. They're just seeing shit happen on a screen, not even applying logic.
This is why people thought PSG was going to win. They clapped FlyQuest, and then they take BLG to 5. Like I'm going to say it again, guys. That series was a 3-0 with 2 extra games. Look at the games that BLG won convincingly. Look at game 5. BLG gives over 1 kill to PSG, and that was because that was a Maple was on Azir. It got to flip on Ben to get the kill. If he misses that, they had no towers, no war grubs, no dragons. They only had 1 kill. They only got like 1 tower plate apparently. Or 2 tower plates. They did not get a full tower. PSG was getting absolutely manhandled in game 5. And then when it came to G2, every time we saw, PSG might make it competitive. Nope. PSG just shot themselves in their own foot.
It literally got progressively worse every single game. Progressively worse to the point where you could just tell these motherfuckers were tilting off the face of the earth.
Game 2. Oh my god! Just look at
after that game 3, the game 3 play where he flashed over to their raptor pit to kill Maple on a Aurelion Soul. At that point your brain is like, we're done. FF, get the fuck out of here.
Betty and Woody get caught out. Aja, whatever his name is, top laner, absolute trash.
Assy.
Absolute trash. Yes. Oh my god. Just
I've never seen a more useless top laner than that guy. Be on a winning team and win splits. At least Robo, he'll fight you. This guy's garbage. He doesn't make any advantage.
This guy couldn't even fight. Even that, and this is he's the reason why people saw Cassandre was trash. That's why people were letting Cassandre go through. According to Reddit, this guy's the reason why people were letting Cassandre go through, because they saw Cassandre was nerfed. No, this guy's trash. Because if you don't see, it's the same thing in Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! If a lot of people don't see a deck win, doesn't mean the deck's trash. People sometimes don't like playing decks.
Sometimes it's not the pilot than the actual area.
Pilot, yes, exactly. The pilot for Aaliyah was not the best pilot. Just saying.
So for this game, the only real mistake that G2 made. There's 2. Broken Blade, he was trying to proxy the wave on Zach and he got caught. How the fuck you getting killed? He got soloed by Ozzy.
Yep.
I don't know if that was disrespect, but that is pretty bad. Then there's a part in the mid game where they're fighting, and Mickey X uses his Poppy ult on the Nautilus once we're watching the series live. I even called he was going to steal it because I knew Poppy ult was down. The Poppy ult is supposed to knock, if I ever got to the pit, Poppy ult's supposed to knock her away. That's it. So we had 1 job. He just has 1 job. That's it.
He did it too early.
Now, later on, in this game, PSG went and tried to fight G2 in close quarters. Now, if you're looking at G2's comp, you do not want to fight them in like enclosed spaces like this. Poppy's wall, Jarvan all, Zach jumping in. Obviously, PSG's comp wants to fight you in an open area. You do not really want to fight champions like this in a area where you can get CC'd into a wall. Obviously, they're right here. Why? Why? What is this? Like, these are things that they cannot let, because we know G2 is going to end up facing top esports. Yeah, that's not, they're about to punt, well, it's TN, so debatably maybe, but
I'm about to say it's debatable.
It's TN in 2024. Look at what he just does. Okay, so he channels his Poppy out right there, and he knocks away not anybody, because Nautilus, I think, hooks him, so it just cancels out.
Yeah.
Ozzy goes over the Baron pit. You can just tell he's going to steal it. Right there, you can tell he's going to steal it. This was just, was really, really bad. Maybe it was, I don't know what that was. It was just awful.
It was bad positioning because,
yeah.
I mean, good thing it was bad positioning. Good thing is I don't think anybody got the Baron buff. I think one person got the Baron buff.
Yeah. So most of the Baron buffs were gone, and then this moment right here, PSG just lose it. So they're pushing down mid, and they all get just completely just destroyed. They all got zoned out. Like I said before, you don't want to fight this comp in areas like that because, or you have to be careful if you are doing it because obviously you're going to get just chunked out. Yeah, they could just chunk them out. Ozzy is just giga useless.
Yeah, Ozzy was giga useless. This was the only game that Caps died. It's 3 games. Caps only died twice, and this was the game.
Yeah, Betty tries dueling the Tristana. He tries dueling her as if like he's ahead or anything.
It looked like it's going to be a double kill, but you forgot Tristana has a bomb. And if you Q and hit the person with the bomb enough times, the bomb does more damage. Boom. Just blow a hole in the side of Varus, if Varus was gone.
Yeah, that's true. He only died 2 times this series, actually. He almost got a pentakill.
I'm glad he didn't chase the predator. He could have got it.
But he already had blown his blown his flash in the previous fight, and it wasn't worth it anyway. And then you have Junjia caught out. Ozzy's like, I'll fight Kalista.
No. Junjia teleports down to just give over another kill because he doesn't die, but he is. No, sorry, he does. He did agree
right there. I don't even know why he was there. That's not his jungle. It's my jungle. I own that jungle.
Because at that point, no, actually he does die. I forgot he does die because Zach was the clobbering both of them. He knocked both of them, heads in.
I'm saying right now, we even told people coming to the event, Caps looked really, really, really strong. Even in the G2 series that they lost, he looked really strong against Faker. He looked really good here. Died twice the entire series, twice. Now, and so we're watching this live, and it looked so bad. It looked like PSG's brains just all collapsed. They did a salty run back. And picked Jax over Cassante. They actually thought the Cassante was the problem in that comp, and I was like, no, your top laner sucks.
And that was the issue. I thought teams were still picking or not picking Cassante, and then they were picking Cassante. Like, Cassante is not that good. No. Ozzy's not that good. Don't get it twisted. Like when you see the guy at the locals playing Charizard bad, and you say Charizard's bad, no, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Ozzy don't know what the fuck he's doing. And then you pick Jax this time. You pick an obviously worse champion into a team full of stuns and CC. Okay.
Mickey X, he didn't really arguably have the best game 1, but game 2, he looked incredible on the Poppy support pick. I've not been the hugest fan of this pick, but in theory, it does work very well, honestly.
It does work, yep.
Now, this right here, we're watching this, and I'm sitting there going like, damn, this team not only can't skirmish properly, they don't even know how to properly fight. Yike goes here. He blows Junjia's flash after this. Yep, flashes. Then he could have waited. Just wait like a second. Because Vi could just easily catch up to them with that assault battery.
Yeah.
Black guys do to white women. But assault and battery. He just could literally wait a second. They'll be there. Woody could even really flash here and make it happen. This is so bad. Then he gets stunned into a wall. and then just gets absolutely just giga destroyed.
Yep.
Genji is down. Oh, and Jichu will definitely take that trade. PSG jungler down. Their support's down. That's a trade I'll take every day. Hansama's not touched and just starts chunking them out. Horrible, horrible, horrible play. I don't know why Maple went down there. Why did Maple even try to roam knowing he didn't have priority in the lane to do that? Then Woody goes, okay, I'm going back in. Talia has no mana, no health. He's like, I'll hit this hook. He hit the hook, and they just die. Why? Just why? Just no words. Fire him.
Yep.
Fire him. Please. That was so bad. Betty, people say he might have got the kill here. I don't know. Maybe
he would have if he doesn't, because he held the Q to try to get
I think he just needed to auto one more time. If he had auto one more time and flash downwards, he kills him. He just didn't auto enough. One more auto would have bait out the flash still. And then Maple dies right there. Then, what's his name? Fucking hell. Caps. Caps goes in. The fact that PSG made Caps and Yikes synergy look this good is so telling.
Yeah.
They usually have pretty bad synergy, for being honest here. Then Jinjia gets killed again. Just this is when you knew in the series that G2 opened that ass up, actually.
Yeah.
They right here, they're going on to Betty. Betty's just right here challenging for no reason. No reason, just gets beaten by a Poppy.
Yeah, you got fisted by a Poppy, like with the hammer. Betty. Every time I saw Betty die, I was just like, okay, what is this?
Good Lord. And then in game, no, it's game 2 too. Yeah, they just clapped them the entire time. Then Poppy knocks someone away. Then Maple dies. He kind of knows how to do that a lot. Betty's caught out. They try to challenge for Drake, knowing they really shouldn't be challenging for Drake. They just get caught out. Ozzy, oh my god, he's side laning again. Why? No, he's dead.
Got absolutely melted. This was
not the Jack's pick, guys.
This is one of the shorter games too. 21 minutes, just like 21. Like
I just got so clapped.
G2 was thinking about going for Baron. They was like, "Oh no, guys, we can just finish." 20 minutes, 52 seconds. They thought G2 was kind of go back for Baron. It was like, nah, we can just finish. This team's cheats. And Game 3.
Game 3. The dreaded Game 3. Okay, so I said this on stream. They can't run that back again. They need to change something up if you're PSG. Please have a hope at winning the series. If I win the series, maybe make Game 3 competitive.
They banned all of G2's best picks, and they let Mickey X get Poppy support again. Of course, I understand ban Rek'Sai and Zach and Dre, but of course you gotta ban those.
Yeah, I don't even think you waste the TF ban here. I think you just sack it and go, Poppy's having too much impact. We just have to get rid of that. That's what I would do. I don't think TF's that OP of a pick where you need to just sacrifice losing the entire tournament over.
And
remember, this is their last game.
My question is, who got picked for the Orianna or Aurelion Sol? Because was Orianna the counter pick?
It'd be what? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so he would have they would save their last picks for these guys.
Okay.
Usually the last picks are on 4 or 5. So they actually saved the bot lane pick for these guys, Hansama and Mickey X, actually. Because they let Aurelion Sol go through. I don't really recall Maple beat. Maybe I didn't watch the PCS that much. I don't know how good he was on Aurelion Sol, but it looked bad from him. What's crazy is that I forgot they did a lane swap in this game.
Yeah.
G2 just out lane swap them too. They kind of left BB out to dry a little bit. He caught up later on in the game, but
yeah, he caught up. He was behind at the beginning, but you was on Vayne though. That's mean you was gonna kind of be behind.
Now this is the play where my jungler doesn't commit to this. Now keep in mind, Ozzy is level 1. Starts W. He starts E. Yeah, it's E, the pushback. He starts E or W, the one that does the pushback. And Caps gets out of it, and then solo kills the enemy mid laner in a 1v2.
Yeah,
I knew.
I knew at that point the game was over. Aurelion Sol doing that much damage and still gets killed. I knew the game was over at that point. And then Hansama Damien gets a double. Yeah, because Aurelion Sol, Hansama gets the first kill.
And there's one more fight after this where it's just so criminal. Yeah, Ozzy, I think one of them tries going in. Yeah, he tries to fight them as if like he's a strong champion, and then just gets killed again. Honestly, if I'm Hansama here, I would just literally run away from him. Kite him, run away from him, bait out the Q, knock up, and just heal and run to my tower. I don't know why he did that. It doesn't matter, honestly. I would have just kind of tried to escape him. I would have just given him the free kill. So, right here, Betty tries going on to Mickey X. Actually does chunk him out a little bit, but he shouldn't be there. They waste so much time trying to kill Poppy there. And then Betty's just caught out again. Caught out and got absolutely just destroyed. Bruh. It's 0-3. This is the worst fight of the whole fucking tournament. Betty is positioning as if like he has any level of damage. Baits his teammate in to shield him. Wastes his... Oh, remember, Woody misses his entire Rumble ult right there. That whiffs, just like fucking Michael Jordan. Just like, LeBron James' finals career. But, just whiffs the whole thing. Betty's LeBron dead. Woody's chunked out. Yep. Why is Woody even here? He has like 5 health. He is providing nothing. Nothing here. Why does he stay?
He comes in and just get auto. Just one auto kills him. Like, okay,
look at Mabel's Dragon Breath. Hits nothing. You can see it on the screen. It's landing nowhere. And then he just gets 2 killed, 3 shotted. We're just going on stream like, bro, these niggas is trash. Bruh. After getting curb stomped into the dirt. It doesn't even matter if you kill Yike in that position. They probably could win from a 4v5 if we're being honest here. So later on after that, it's just so bad. So they get 2 shots. They get a shockwave down, and then they actually do get a kill on Yike. Then they have Maple flies over in that direction. I don't know why. Gets chunked out. Then they try to go and fight again. Jinji is like,
Jinji, I don't know. Yeah, he was in the middle of nowhere. Betty gets killed again.
Like, and then you got to factor in, you have right here, Constance is all, okay, he kills, he's just getting out-kited. He can't win that.
Yeah, out-kited by Caps. Hassan was there doing poke damage.
You can't do anything. He shouldn't have even challenged them. First of all, he's not strong enough to do it. And second of all, he has no range right there to do it. Also, in a small area like that where an ADC can just completely just out-kite you, keep in mind, he's living right there and he's doing all damage to him. Yeah. He just got absolutely just kited to death. Bird lived with 20 health and he still had heal. It didn't matter. He still had heal.
And then the Roller Stone comes out him.
For some reason, Maple's like, I'll kill him. No, you won't.
And then BB comes and just like...
Remember, FlyPlux lost to this. It's absolutely terrible team. 2-0. They stomped them. Remember, PSG stomped them, actually.
Yep. But everyone's thinking PTS should be a major region. This is why, no, keep them in the minor region. Just, yep.
Give me Flying Oysters, man. I'm a huge Flying Oyster fan.
Yeah.
Ozzy's in a side lane caught out. Why? Because, reasons, obviously. So, yeah, PSG are out.
Terrible. This is bad. Ozzy tried to come from the top and
I tried flanking.
He tried to flank and just instantly got blown up. I'm like, yeah, that was bad. I don't know what the fuck that was. They saw you coming down the lane, dude.
Like, okay. Right there. Rumble puts his entire combo down on Vayne. His flame spitter, his E, Q, nothing. That guy just ran down.
And then Betty had a flash out, and then it was just GG's. It was like Betty just sitting in there. PSG couldn't do a damn thing. That was a skill gap. That was just completely.
That's just gap everywhere. It just got gapped everywhere.
Yep.
Some would say gaped everywhere. Yeah,
that too.
If you were a porn connoisseur like myself.
That too. It was a gate bigger than Adrian Chess' career. Just gape. Yeah, and then the next game.
Yeah, the next game. Give me 1 second, everyone. There's an ambulance outside. Loud as fuck.
Yeah,
I know you guys can hear that, but it's loud for me.
But I'm gonna tell you this, guys. That damn series,
Because we set up for game one. Now, so you have perceivably this is a big rematch. BLG beat T1 at last time inside 3-1. T1 then beat BLG 2-0 at Worlds last year. So this is round 3. Going again.
But hey, guys, real quick, look at go back real quick just before they start game one. Go back real quick to that right there. Pause right there.
Oh, the damage charts. Yeah.
Look. Pause. Look. The closest one was Jungle, and
Yeah.
you knew Yak wasn't gonna have too much impact. The ADC difference wasn't even close. War Grubs, the PSG got more War Grubs than even fucking matter. 2 towers to 9, no Drakes, no one Baron, and then they said fuck it, they were done. Rift Tarot did matter because they got 1 tower down after that. It was like, all right, cool. And right here, Betty ain't do shit. Now it is
What
sad.
did he build? What did he build?
He built some bullshit.
It doesn't really matter what he built. What did he build? I need to know what he built. Because the usual build is he built Edge of
Yeah, he built Edge of Night first. That was his
on Callista. This is so troll. Nah, I need to be fired for that.
I think he built I think it was Edge of Night. What did he say?
He still had his Cole?
Yeah, he still has Cole. That's how much he was 0-4. Think about it. Everybody had a kill but him.
His support did more damage.
His support was tied for the most kills on the team. With
this
Maple.
Is a weird Varus build too. Monomune Edge of Night first. I'll have to try that out. That
no, I'm gonna tell you why. Because at that point, when you're doing more attack damage over time, and you're keeping it that if you stay alive, your mana will always replenish. That's why you build Monomune. This time he built Lord Dominix. This time, he finally built it. It didn't even fucking matter. I know I think it didn't matter because Cassandra had Frozen Heart. It didn't matter because Ozzy was so garbage. Fuck Cassandra. It didn't matter at this point. Like, plus you had it was supposed to be scaling, but it didn't matter because PSG's trash in compared to the major region teams. Yep.
Now we get into the ultra giga banger that most people were looking forward to. Now, game 1. Okay, so I remember I watched this entire thing. I watched the rest of the series when I was at work. Game 1, BLG really, really crushed them. Remember, T1's a tournament favorite here. BLG's also tournament favorite. They both tournament favorites in general. Now, Faker throughout the tournament, despite having really good team fighting and really good positions on the map, his laning phase has not been good. His laning phase has been pretty questionable. He even got solo killed here. Like, that was just not good right there. Like, he was just getting absolutely just murdered this game. Game 2, he played way better. That was really good from him. But this game, just the bot gap was just so huge. I know T1 are really good at Senna and Ashe. It just looked like BLG were just way more prepared to fight Senna and Tahm Kench. That's how I would do the series, actually. I don't think Owner played that bad in this game. Owner was the reason why they even made a comeback in that middle part of the game, actually. So, what do you think, man? Like, pressure is finally getting to him? Like, people say, well, how would Faker play bad if he's been so good for so long? Guys, well, he's obviously the pressure would be on him more than like any player.
I don't even think it's
he's
pressure.
Been this successful.
I'm gonna tell you why. I saw a video where
if you forget, Knight is very good. So like Knight beating him in this fashion is not surprising, obviously.
I'm gonna tell you why. I don't think it's pressure. He's already achieved everything he needed to. I saw a video where it was saying this might be like the final year, and I think that's he was saying that's why I think people want him to win the championships and then go out kind of like for like Michael Jordan, but then don't come back to like don't do a Michael Jordan and retire from
Yeah. What if he
T1
ever
and
did
come
that? He
back.
just retired from T1 and come back on Fear X or Nongshim? Like,
No,
okay,
no,
bro.
no. What if he like left and it came back as the mid laner for Team Liquid?
Oh shit, Lord. Hey, Steve has sent him a blank check before, actually. Just a blank check to come play.
Think about it. Think about it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chicago Bulls do have the same colors as T1. If Team Liquid do have the same color as the Washington Wizards, that's the there's a chance the GOAT retires for a year, comes back. It takes a blank check from Steve, and now is Impact, who was the top laner on his team. And then
that's the big thing is the team kind of more or less so kind of dies by what he does. If he's not having a good laning phase, then they're gonna struggle. That's been kind of like their MO for a bit.
Even even when they had a bad like when Faker was like running it, they still were able to win because he was able to lead.
Yeah. And I agree with the draft when people said, yeah, Talia into Corky's definitely not good. It's definitely not. He just completely just pokes him out.
Game one, they counted him. Game two, Game two, they find. Game two, T1 woke the fuck up. Game three, they counted him. In game four, they said, we're not going to let Faker play. Go look at game four. Go look at
game four. They were just ultra gangbanging him. They're like, you do not play League of Legends. Because they know if you let Faker get any level of relevance in the game, he will make it happen. You have to make sure he is not able to play. That's how bad you need to just... You have to call Jun over to hover the lane, honestly.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I got why T1 picked Sen and Tomkich again, because they did very well in game 2.
Yeah.
This bot lane is known for being aggressive in lane and getting 2v2 kills. I would kind of lean more into that, honestly. Yeah. I would pick Sen and Tom Kench as a means of like, okay, we need to have, if you're going to let the top side carry, I wouldn't like lead with them playing with Sen and Tom Kench. Yeah. Well, carry is just really good at anything.
But I would I would put I would keep set up bot lane, just put out a carrier that's put whatever champion Gooby UC. That's what I would do, in my opinion.
Then this was game 3. Yeah, the Maokai game. Oh my god, Zun was just an animal this game. Elkin on being on Nami Lucian. I think it's 3 games of this. Really? 3 games of our fucking best, our world champions on Sen and Tom Kench. Elkin on, get to have Nami, Lucian, Varus, Ashe, any aggressive bot lane where they can just do anything they want. And T1's coach, Koma, goes, my aggressive bot lane gets to have Sen and Tom Kench. Koma! And then they let Maokai up. Maokai, okay, I'll just ult, and then we just run all these guys down. I really don't know why Faker picked Veigar here. Maybe that worked in scrims. That had to have been a scrim pick that worked really, really well. And they had to have been. There's no way you pick that and you go like, okay, this might work. Nah, you don't do that. Sorry, that's just such a bad pick right now in the meta. Then they win game 3, and then game 4, if I remember correctly. Oh, yes, the Akali game. Please, Chovy did it. Cream did it. Fake. Stop picking Akali. You can't. It's not going to work, guys.
I'm going to tell you, my thing is, who else do you pick? Go back and look at that draft. Go look at that draft.
Yeah.
Who else do you pick?
One sec. Let me play it right now.
Who else do you pick? 5 mid-lane bans.
Oh, they went ultra gangbang with that one.
Way really. Faker don't even like playing a really solo like that. He even said it. He don't like.
He plays Nico. You have Nico here, right? That's all he has, unless he wants to play this. No, I agree with you. They were really pinching his champion pool there.
Nico would have probably made sense, but they
you only have just Nico in this because he took Tristana from him.
I think they were hoping for him to pick Nico.
And Faker can't play Corki as well as Chovy and Knight. It's pretty apparent at that point. He's just not comfortable in that pick at all, honestly. So he can't play Corki. Those are the only options. Nico and Akali.
Yeah.
Shit. And they gave... So Zeus gets to be on Zach, Owner on Zhao, and
the
bot lane finally gets a playable bot lane they can fight. BLG's like, we'll just take Senna from you then.
I'm going to tell you why it didn't even matter, because they was like, oh, we don't give a fuck what you guys do. We're aiming at the motherfucking Demon King. The unkillable demon. We want to kill him. That's what they did.
So crazy how people unkillable demon king get people can kill him. That's what a weird nickname that is. I honestly wouldn't have wasted it on the Wei ban. Is Wei really bannable? Honestly,
Faker, yes.
probably.
Faker, yes. Chovy, yes. Knight, no. I wouldn't waste a.
Yeah, Knight's worst. I think his worst pick so far has been Azir. Honestly,
yeah. I would.
Knight should not really ever be getting Azir at all.
If you force Knight to get Azir, that should be a free win. And if you lose on that, you're trash. Unless you're a Western team, then you suck no matter what.
Oh god. Yeah, that's the thing. Is BLG played really well in the series. T1 showed a lot in game 2. I think it was a lot of drafting mistakes, but the problem here is like BLG pinched a lot of Faker's really good champions right now too. Yeah. And to factor in, if people consider Knight to win the event, then Knight beating Faker should not surprise you. Like the problem here with the team is the best part of T1 beside Faker is their bot lane, and they didn't relatively get to play a whole lot. Not just play a lot as champions. They didn't really get a lot of champions to show how strong they are, you know? Like, Gumusi's really good at Kalista. I don't know why he just only got it in game 4. Carrie is very, very good at Nami.
Nautilus. Were they beating Kalista early?
No. Wait, were they? I think they were. I think you're right. Yeah.
I think they beat one of the games where
Elk got Kalista in game 2. I remember that.
Yeah.
One of the games was taken away. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, one of the games they prioritized Elk did. Yeah.
Like, you're not going to give... Like, Gumusi's even made Jinx look good. And Zeri, honestly.
If I'm playing against... If there's one champion, I'm like, I don't want Guma it's goddamn Jinx. No. That if I'm ADC, I'm banning that. Like, if I see... If I'm looking at... If like, say you and I were ADC support... And we gotta go against Gumusi carrier. I'm banning Ash from carrier. Fuck that. Nope. I'm making sure he's gonna have to play a tank. I'd rather have him as a tank. Like, he'd either get top catch banned or he get Ash banned. Or what's the other champion like you gotta ban on carrier? Because they're so
Ash, Renata. You can't let him have Nautilus. Well, they know that, so they took it away from him. If he plays Nautilus, you just auto grief the series.
Fuck that. Fuck that. I'm taking Nautilus my damn self. What are you talking about? Shit.
And the thing is, T1. Wait, did T1 pick Kassanth in this series? I think they did. Yeah, they picked it.
They picked it. Yeah, they picked it.
Did they pick it? I swear they did.
They picked the one game.
Yeah, Zeus got it in game 1. Yeah, Keen took Bane. Keen played. Oh my, not Keen. Oh my god, Ben played. Good lord. Yeah, I said I wanted 5 games, but I did pick BLG to win because I did think they were the stronger team. Actually, yeah. So BLG gets to move on, and we get more games, guys. Now we can
BLG versus Genji on Thursday.
God, what a hard series to fucking pick through. I was pretty sure BLG win that. Honestly, BLG's probably just gonna go to the finals. Honestly,
I'm gonna say Genji wins it, but I'll tell you this.
I'll do what you say. I think BLG gonna win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Genji actually won it.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna go BLG at 5, but I got a weird feeling. If Genji doesn't win it, they're not making the finals. If Genji doesn't win that game, they're not making the finals.
Yeah,
they're gonna fuck up somewhere.
On Tuesday, we'll go first. Tuesday, G2 Esports versus Top Esports. These two right here, spicy as hell. That's a slaughter. Team Liquid should just probably pack their bags.
Oh god. It's gonna be a 3-0, at most 3-1, and
at most 3-1. You're too generous. You're too nice. They got clobbered by Top Esports. You think they couldn't even get a game out? You think they're getting a game out T1? You out of your mind?
T1 fucked around the draft. But no, matter of fact, no, because this is what T1's gonna do. They're gonna let APA have a rolling soul and then fuck it with it. They're gonna fuck it with the dragon. But I will go 3-0 because I got no. APA is gonna say the wrong shit to Faker. Faker just go. Faker like flip switch is gonna turn Faker's head, and he's gonna treat AP like he treated.
Because that's the thing, man. Remember, Top Esports picked their worst shit against them and then won. There's just no world I see them actually. That is one of the biggest Goliath. What was it? David Goliath shit? This is probably one of the biggest David Goliath shit I've ever seen. This was bad. This is about as bad as Gen G Cloud9 last year. Remember that Gen G Cloud9 series last year? That was Giga Stomp right there.
Oh, that was disgusting. That was
This reminds me of this. There's absolutely no way they can win.
That match was illegal. That match was illegal.
Toby did things to a menace that I can't say on YouTube actually.
Yeah, he put a wig and some lipstick on a
Even if Faker right now is having like a sus laning phase at MSI, APA is not punishing that.
Oh hell no. He couldn't even punish the shit.
He could punish Cream playing his worst champion.
No, not even that. He couldn't punish Cream when they gave him Aurelion Sol. Think about that. They gave you your best champion and they still fucked you with it. That right there lets me know that Cream had no respect for you. T and already didn't like you. Cream was sick of you. Top Esports, the rest of the team was probably already like sick of you too. They were like, "Oh, fuck you." They were the way I put this is, I'm gonna go out on a limb.
So we'll do This is the easiest one. This is the 3-0 in my opinion.
Yeah, I got T1 3-0.
There's just no way. Pack your bags up some liquid. That's what I would say.
I'm going out on a limb. This is gonna be crazy. I say G2 wins in 5.
It's not impossible, given the form that they showed.
I say G2 wins in 5, but because I just believe it casts more than Cream.
You're not wrong compared to what we've seen. I was going to say the similar thing. I think G2 could pull up the upset this time around.
Yeah.
BLG last year, they were. I said G2 would win against BLG last year. Then BLG last year was really, really fucking strong.
Yeah.
This top esports team is not as strong as that BLG team last year. They just aren't.
They are. My one issue is the bot lane.
Yeah. Jackie Love against Hansama is such a huge uphill battle, man.
That's a skill gap.
They got gapped last year in bot lane too. That's the reason why they even lost.
That's what it comes down to. It comes down to Mako versus Mickey X. It comes down to that. Because
I'm hoping to say that Caps is just the biggest difference maker to the point where they can win. I'll say they win in 5 games. I'll be the guy. I'll say G2 T1.
I'm saying G2
BLG.
over top esports. I'm going G2 T1.
This is one of those rare matches where it's just like even.
I'm gonna go BLG too, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Every time I picked against Gen G, they always fucking win. And every time I pick Gen G, they lose.
Same here. Yeah.
It's like I picked.
That's why I'm picking BLG. I'm not getting disappointed this year. I told you going to this event, I'm not picking them in moments like that. I need to see it happen in my face. I have to see them make a final, actually.
Because you know who I picked for the finals last year for Worlds, right? I picked Gen G, JDG. Because the reason why I knew T1.
People thought that was going to be the finals, right? I think people thought, preview of the finals. Yeah.
That's how I thought it was going to be fun. That's why when they both got knocked out. JDG, I wasn't surprised. Once I started, because you got to vote ahead of time for a third game, so I'm like, because my second series was T1 JDG, and when they ended on the same bracket, I just said, okay, I will put T1 winning Worlds. And when I thought, you know what, I think JDG is going to get close, and then they're gonna fumble at the end. It's going to be because of the bot lane.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even get close. I was like, fuck. Okay, that looked bad on my part. But I'm gonna go BLG. But I would not be surprised if Gen G.
It's just that the mistakes that Gen G have been making throughout the tournament, they haven't been like super egregious, but they've been mistakes where BLG sees that they're punishing that.
Oh yeah, no, most definitely.
They're one of the few teams that can punish it. Just from my opinion, I think they're arguably a stronger team right now. Honestly,
yeah, I do.
I think Chobi's good too. Like Chobi's had a great tournament anyway, but the problem here is like they're just stronger right now. Sorry guys, I think BLG's a stronger team right now. But now I took people before. Gen G got to show me they can make it finals. Actually, you know how the casters said, well, since 2017, they finally beaten an LPL. No. That guy's about Samsung. Gen G have never beaten an LPL team until like right now. It wasn't since 2017. That was a different organization. Gen G have never beaten an LPL team in a best of 5. They just finally beat an LPL team in a best of 5 this year at this tournament. They did go to 5 games against BLG last year, despite that series probably shouldn't have gone to 5 games anyway, but it did nonetheless. So yes, G2, T1, BLG, those are my picks, and I do have to get to a one-on-one after this. So we're gonna wrap it up here. We had a great episode going over all these best of fives. Oh my gosh, so many fucking games. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I don't think we can watch any of these live actually together.
Oh no, it's 5 o'clock in the morning for me. It's
2 a.m. Yeah, Tuesday for sure it's not happening. I'll be asleep.
No, I'll be asleep.
Yeah. Wednesday I can watch them. Wednesday and Thursday I can watch live. They're in the morning for me.
Tuesday, I can't watch none of them live because I can't watch Friday game. No, I can't watch Friday game. Now I'll be asleep. Saturday I'll be asleep because I'll be prepping for a cup. Sunday I can't watch the finals live either because I'll be prepping for a cup. That's me this whole week. Everything I'll be watching is gonna be on my way back from back home. Or I'll be watching the Saturday the loser brackets finals on my way up to a cup. And Sunday I'll be watching the finals on my way home. That's how I'm gonna catch up. I gotta stay off. I have to stay off online. I gotta stay off there. I gotta stay off Facebook because the next people was like, dude, we got 3 games left. Holy shit, people, relax. Holy fucking shit. God damn.
Yeah, and some of the fans, well, at least people are lucky at MSI, they have a loser break. People are like, oh my god, it's over. It's like they have one more chance. Like, hopefully they can fix their mistakes and bring it back. It's not over yet. It's okay. It's like Worlds where it's like LNG where you play that bad, you're fucking out, and then your whole fucking career's over.
LNG Worlds could have had a loser bracket, and LNG was still gonna get fucking smoked. So fuck. No,
I think this is the one tournament you get to have that second life, and hopefully you can do something good with it. That's the thing.
Yeah,
I can like the fucking the team's not out. The team's still in. So like after the TL Team Liquid series, we'll have our top 4.
Yeah.
No. Wait, top 8. They're all G2 and top 8 are also the loser bracket. Oh my god.
The only winner bracket left is
BLG Gen G. You're right. Yeah. That's the winner bracket final. We're going to the final after that.
Yep, you automatically go. That's when you go Thursday. You get 2 days off.
So even if Gen G don't go back to the finals, at least we'll get a BLG versus Gen G series.
Because that shows Thursday night it's gonna let us know who's gonna be where. Because at that point we'll know that the winner of BLG, the loser of BLG Gen G would be in the loser bracket finals, waiting on the winner of the game.
Yeah, because T1 I think on the higher side. Yeah, T1 on the other side. So T1 is waiting for the winner of the G2 Top Esports series, actually.
Yeah, that's me. Whoever wins that,
we get a G2 T1 rematch. That's so hype. That would be so hype, actually. Hopefully. Or Jackie Love just giving Hansama some loving. Oh my god.
And then Faker's gonna just snatch the souls out of all.
I know people want to say BLG beat T1 pretty hard, and yes, they did. But that does not automatically mean that T1 is so much worse that they're gonna be losing to Team Liquid.
And then there was people this morning saying, "Oh, Team Liquid's going to upset T1." I'm like, and everybody said cap. It was just a common sense.
You know what the logic was? They did it in 2019. I was like,
that's what one dude said. It was like Impact was there in 2019. They could do it again. And then it was like 15 people just spamming cap. Just nigga, this ain't 2019 and Yeon ain't no fucking double up. He ain't gonna look nice. Then someone said Yeon APA about to lift the bag for everybody to the airport. I was like, shit. Jesus. Like
God. Because they did it once at a international tournament 5 years ago, that means they're automatically going to do it now when the competition is even stronger now than what it was before. Yeah, that makes no fucking sense.
I fucking love the chat because they said, man, like, dude, if people are saying, I'd be surprised if Team Liquid took a game off T1. I'd be surprised. I'd be fucking surprised. Like,
good Lord. I'll be honest here. If they survive in the game longer than 20 minutes,
25 minutes. If a game goes past 30 minutes, okay. Then Team Liquid might get some hope. But then again, we don't know. Sometimes hope can be dangerous.
All right. Anything else you want to say, man? Any things you want to let people know what you're doing at all before we head out?
Nah, I'll just be here. Hopefully, if I can get my setup, I'll start streaming probably at most twice a week. It's more like gonna be once a week this week, maybe on a Tuesday or Wednesday. Just be me playing either Pokemon or just watching videos, just me reacting to stuff, just with the chat. That's it. I gotta figure out my setup and what's up. I'm gonna do a test stream and then go from there. That's the main thing. Just like 2 hours, because I don't want to go any like longer than 2 to 3 hours. That's the main thing. Other than that, not much. Yeah, just hopefully watch these games and oh my god, and just practice more Pokemon. That's the biggest thing.
Hell yeah. All right, everybody. Just want to say thank you guys for checking out this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. We are cruising through season 11. Make sure if you cannot have caught the show live, you can catch the replay. You can watch it on the podcasting platforms where this show is available on, as well as the Iron Man podcast. If you're a returning viewer or new viewer, subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Leave a like, comment down below, hit the notification bell. You can get notified whenever I go live or upload a new video, actually. And the content structuring that I was told you guys I was doing, I'm still doing that. I'm almost done. We're almost done with like phase 1 of it right now. And I should have a channel update video coming up very soon, letting you guys know all the updates that you guys are going to be really, really happy with. And remember, if you're just watching this show for League of Legends, we do the Cloud9 podcast Sundays, 5:30 PST or around, 5:30 PST for like the general number of people. And then on Thursdays, 7 p.m. PST. So on the East Coast, it'd be 10 EST for you guys, or on Central, 9 EST for you guys, actually. So thank you guys for checking this episode of the Cloud9 podcast. 2 more awesome best of fives we're going to be watching, and we'll see who's going to make the finals come this week, actually. See you guys later. Have a great night, everybody. Deuces.